So I'm streaming this time and let's solve today's daily LeetCode challenge question. Okay, it is medium as well. So this is the first time I'm looking at this question. I just want to make sure that I'm streaming. So let's look at this one again. Yeah, I'm streaming. And this is what you are seeing. So let's read the question and solve it quickly. 2125. Number of laser beams in a bank. Anti-theft security devices are activated inside a bank. You are given a zeroth indexed. Anti-theft security devices are activated inside a bank. You are given a zero-indexed binary string array bank representing the floor plan of the bank, which is an m into n 2D matrix. Okay, so this is m into n 2D matrix. Bank I represents the ith root. Okay, so this is the ith root, and it only consists of zeros and ones. Zero means the cell is empty, and one means the cell has a security device. There is one laser beam between any two security devices if both conditions are met. Okay, the two devices are located on two different rows, and row 1 is less than row 2. For each row I, where this one, there are no security devices in the ith root. Okay, got it. Laser beams are independent, i. One beam does not interfere or join with another. Return the total number of laser beams in the bank. Okay, got it. So it means that 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, right? And then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so if this is a bank and so this is empty and this is a uh, this means that there is a security devices here. So there is one laser beam only if there are two devices in different rows. Suppose if this is one and this is one, right? So there are two devices in. So is there a laser beam between this security device and this security device? Is there a laser beam? The first condition is met here, right? Because this is one row and this is in another row. But is this mate or not? For each row I, where so if this is in between this and this, right? So it means that any rows in between that security devices, they should all be zero. So it means that from this to this also the beam is going on, and from this to this one also the beam is going on, and from this to this one is also beam to going on, and from this to this one is also beam is going on, and from this to this one is also going on, right? Because they are into different rows, and there are no any security devices in the ith row. Okay, I think I understand this. So see, there are two and this one, right? So and I feel like I can just go from the top to bottom here, because if I'm going from top, there is one, right? There are ones here. So it means that these are a good candidate for security for laser beam start or end. And this is all zero. It means that that is great. And this one, so this is also a great candidate, right? Because there is nothing in between. So suppose if there is one in between, um, then also this could have worked. Okay, so whenever if any on any row I encounter one, then it means that these security devices will form a connection with the upper row previous security device, and it will create a laser beam. Okay, and so it means that row by row I need to go row by row, because it's like there are security devices on one row, right? So I will check if there is security devices on any security device on the current row. If there is a security device, I will count the number of the security device, three devices, and I will again go to the another row and see if there are any security devices. If there are security devices, then that is the current row, and I will just calculate how many lasers are formed between this current row and the previous row. Okay, and again I will go to another row. This will be my current, and another one will be my um, I mean the current row will be my previous, and then and when I go to another row, that will be my current row. So that way, if I do that, then if I do that, then the always this second condition will be fulfilled, because I can only make connection from previous row and then current row. You know, I can never make connection with the previous row and the previous and the current row will become will row, and the current row will become previous row only if there is any one in it. Okay, go row through row. Current row will become previous row. Now go row through row, and first of all previous row will be the first row. First of all previous row will be the first row, and go row by row. Okay, and if there is any one in the and previous row, I can just say that if there is any one in the if there is any one in the row, in the current row, in the row, then that will be candidate row. So candidate current first in the beginning, candidate previous row will be null kind of thing. Okay, and if there is any row, any one in the current row, then that will be the candidate current row, and if this should be current row, right? And if it is not null, then calculate number of laser beams between candidate current row. So this will be candidate current row, and this will be previous row and candidate previous row. Okay, and after I do this, then after I do this, my candidate previous row will be now candidate current row, right? And then continue this. So this will be my candidate current row in the beginning, and previous row is null, so I'll not do anything. And so previous row is null in the beginning. So in the beginning, previous row is null, and then this will be my current row. So previous is null, so I'll not do anything. Um, I will just assign previous row to current candidate one row, and then I will go to another row. This is all 0. So um, since since there is no any other row, so I'll not do anything here. I'll go to another row, this row, and since there are two ones, so this will be my current row now. Okay, and candidate previous row is not null, so I will calculate these and then assign previous row to current So now this will be my previous, and then now I'll look at this again, and this will be my current again. So yeah, it's just that I'm connecting ones from one row with ones from the next immediate row. Okay, so how? So okay, okay. Suppose I know candidate previous row has 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. Then what should I do? If it is 3, then it will be like, and if this is 2, then 3 will be, it will be with this, right? So if it is 3 and 2, then if it's like 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, then it's like 3 multiplied by 2, right? Because every one connection will form with this one. This will also form with this one. So it will be 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and the 2, yeah. I need to multiply it. I have to multiply it. Okay, so let's solve that this time. So if in this case 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, what happens is 0, 0, 0. So candidate previous row is null, and now this one is current. This one will become current row, and it will be previous row. Okay, it will be ended. So that's total. And m is equal to bank dot length, n is equal to bank I dot length. M and n comes from 1 to 500, either 0 and 1. This is really easy question actually. The number of beams is equal to function bank. So what I'll do is, okay, so count of security devices in previous row will be null in the beginning, and I'll keep on for let I is equal to 0 for constant row of bank. I'll see how many ones are there. Okay, calculate count of ones. So if count of 1 in that row, if it is greater if it is greater than 0, then it means that count of security devices in current row multiplied by count of security devices in. So this will be my total laser beams, right? If it is greater than 0. And I also need to count of security devices in previous row. Now my previous row will be my current row, because I will be looking at another row. And at last return total laser beams. And I'm not sure how to calculate. Let's see. Function count of 1. If I'm given a string str, then I need to calculate how many ones are there. So let count of 1 will be equal to 0 in the beginning, and for constant ch of string I will count if ch, if it is equal to 1, then it will be like count of 1 plus plus and return count of 1. Is there any better way to do this? I don't know. So this is how I'll count 1, and now see if it will work. Expected is 8, output is 2. If there is any row in the, then okay. Yeah, I was not following with this algorithm actually. If there is anything, then I have to actually, if candidate previous to is not null. Yay! Great. Let's look at the editorial. Greedy. Count is equal to 0. Count plus plus if it is greater than. Yeah, and definitely not medium actually. Repeat answer to 0 and iterate over each string in the bank and initialize count to 0. Iterate over each character in the string and increment the count if character is 1. Over all characters of the string, if the count is not 0, then add previous into count it to answer. And also update the value of previous to count if count is not equal to 0. Definitely. Actually, I don't even need to do this, right? If it is not null or not, I can just say that this is 0. If it is 0, then it will be 0 only, so it will not be added. So that's what they are doing here. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys.